When the mining team was drilling, they discovered something strange. A peculiar scream came from the mine shaft, and as the drill went deeper, a burst of thick smoke suddenly drifted to the surface. The drill head stopped at that moment. Everyone's gaze immediately focused on it, until the female boss signaled to raise the drill bit to check the situation. Only then did they discover that the drill had pulled up some strange creature residue. The experienced professor immediately realized there was a problem and promptly arranged for excavation of this area. But what none of the employees expected was that a plastic film resembling a human shadow appeared in the deep pit. At once, everyone gathered around again. Incredibly, a man actually emerged from the film. This sight stunned everyone. Even more bizarre, the man was speaking in ancient French, seemingly calling for help. The mining team immediately brought him inside and offered him a comforting cup of coffee. But what was most perplexing was, no one could understand his ancient French, which made him increasingly agitated. The professor tried to calm him down, but unexpectedly, something resembling an earthworm flashed by. The professor who witnessed this was frightened and backed away repeatedly, while others nearby didn't notice anything. Only the professor realized that the man might have already undergone some kind of mutation. When the female boss came to check on the situation, the professor immediately informed her of the seriousness of the matter and led everyone to conduct blood oxygen tests. At this point, a bearded man nearby made casual remarks. He thought the professor was overreacting, that the man was perhaps just frightened, and the earlier earthworm might just have been mucus. But since everyone present listened to the professor, the bearded man could only stand behind the man and hold him for testing. But just as they were checking his blood oxygen, something flashed by again in an instant. This time, everyone witnessed it, except for the bearded man holding the stranger. No one said anything. Even after the testing was complete and everyone had dispersed, the bearded man still found the matter strange. He had a friend make a sandwich to bring to the man, intending to investigate further. Little did he know this was the beginning of a nightmare. The bearded man habitually took out his knife to fiddle with, but this caught the ancient man's attention. The man asked for the knife and made gestures suggesting he wanted to end his life. However, the bearded man completely failed to understand. After the man's repeated explanations proved futile, and when the bearded man happened to look out the window, the knife was snatched away by the man. The two fell into a standoff. The man held the knife toward himself, but no matter how determined he was to end his life, something inside his body was preventing him from doing so. It suddenly burst forth.